The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Deputy! Cougar 19!
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Got it! 79 Broncos!
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Antonio Johnson.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Sheldon Rankins, former Saint and Jet, there on the stop.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Etienne once more.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 28. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Lawrence on first down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
11. 30 left. Hey, kill.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Go, let's go.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Think right open. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this one is incomplete.
He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And it's 2nd down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
Here we go.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Texans nothing.
Red 23. Hey, I'm gun. 13 Luke. 11. 30 left.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Darius Williams in there to make the tackle. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
The Texans entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Stroud out of the gun here.
They'll roll him out right. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
Quick throw to Collins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hey, kill. 11. Hey, smash. Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing now is Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Nwangu now from his end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Seven Pirates.
Now Stroud. He's got some room to operate.
And he is out of bounds up past the 10.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Take right open. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They went backwards for the safety last time they had it. Fortunately, they get the ball back on the turnover, and now they'll begin with a 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
He'll find Nwangu underneath.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 1.
65 Jets. 18 rattling. 18 rattling. Ready.
Stroud on third down now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Agnew now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On play action, Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31.
Here's Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Lawrence.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, it's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football.
Here we go.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
70 Rangers.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 14-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Lisa 24.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
All right, here we go. Done.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
This 2nd and 4.
13 loose. 11. 30 left. I'm not flying. Hey, kill. 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Take right open.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Calvin Ridley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Now they can't bring him down.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Play action. Stroud now.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. On the return, here's Agnew. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Well, one team clearly was in control from the start in this one, Charles. They had things humming on the offensive end, a few passing touchdowns, and then their secondary on defense really helped to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they certainly did, Brandon, and let's face it,